I am so glad to be back. So, the internet loves to tell young men that their life should be crazy. Travel every month, start 3 businesses, work 20 hours a day, build an empire before you turn 30, and if your life looks normal, then you're just wasting your youth. I believed some version of that for a while, but after trying to live like that, I realized something strange. Actually, I didn't realize it right away. It took me getting stuck in a hotel room in Miami, completely burned out from traveling, sleeping almost all day, and wondering why I suddenly wanted to go home. Now, I'll tell you what happened there in a minute. But first, you need to understand something about normal life. So when I graduated high school, everyone talked about their future, right? 10 years from now, 20 years from now, some people had huge goals. Some people wanted to be brain surgeons, millionaires, famous influencers. But for the most part, many people didn't say that. I remember one guy, he said he wanted to be a teacher. Just a regular schmegular teacher, and have a decent house, a decent job, a good partner. I had another friend who I heard about a couple years back. He wanted to be an accountant in New York City. He didn't want to be a billionaire. He just wanted to have a good, stable job, a nice apartment in the city. And I think the last time I heard about him, he got it all. And honestly, all those people that I talked about, that was actually the majority. Most people didn't want to have a crazy life. They wanted stable lives. But when you open social media, you would think everybody wants yachts and Lamborghinis. The thing is, I think the internet loves to take the loudest 1% of people and make it look like the majority. And because of that, you scroll past the same messages over and over. Quit your job, make $10,000 a month, travel the world, escape the 9 to 5. But if you close social media right now, walk outside, talk to somebody real, most of them are not chasing that life. Honestly, they just want a life that works. And that leads to my next question. If normal life is so common, does that mean that it's boring? So now that's where Miami comes into play. I'll tell you the story. So I just came back from Mexico City. The trip honestly was chaos. At one point, I remember passing out for like 30 minutes. Then, to get out of Mexico was a hassle. A snowstorm caused my flight in New York to get canceled, so I was stuck in Miami for a few days. And I remember texting my friends, and they were honestly excited. They kept telling me, bro, you're in Miami, go do something, have fun. They loved the story that I was living. But my reality, it looked different. All I really did was sleep. 16-hour days, 18-hour days. All I did was leave the room to go get food, and then I came right back. And then one night, I had a strange thought. I didn't want another story. I didn't want another crazy night out. All I wanted to do was go home, get back to New York, go to my bed. And my bed's not even comfortable, but it's mine. And my routine is simple, but it's mine. And that's when I understood something important, which is stability creates freedom. Having a home base, a steady job, a small circle of friends. Yeah, these things sound boring online, but in real life, they actually create peace. Because at the end of the day, you know where you're sleeping. You know who you're seeing. You know what tomorrow looks like. And that predictability, it gives your brain space to breathe. And when your brain finally has space, you can start enjoying life again. So the problem is that social media defines success in a way that makes regular life look like a failure. You need fame, you need millions of dollars, you need constant excitement, you need to be always traveling, always grinding. But when you step outside of the internet, regular life already gives you most of what people are actually looking for. A job gives you money for experiences. A home gives you a place to reset. A few close people gives you connection. So you don't need millions of followers. You really just need 5 people that you trust. You don't need a mansion. You just need a roof that feels like home and that's dependable, hopefully without roaches. And you don't need 10 businesses. You just need one steady stream of income that works and that's dependable. And to see that clearly, you have to step away from the noise for a second. Go somewhere quiet. Maybe it's that park or the library or a cafe without your device. And I need you to honestly look at your life right now. Where do you live? How much do you earn? What do you have around you? Who do you have around you? And when you do that, your expectations, they actually start to change because a lot of them in the first place were never yours. They came from somewhere else, most likely the internet. So the internet told you normal life was a failure. It really isn't. Most good lives, they're built the same way. They have a stable job, a stable home, and a few real people. That to me is the trifecta, right? The combination for a happy life. And that combination has built millions of happy lives. And you don't need this crazy life. You just need one that actually belongs to you. Because the life worth living, I think, is the life that you actually want to live. And maybe you understand that, but you still feel like you're behind. If that thought is still stuck in your head, I want you to watch this video right here. You're not behind, you're just 22 or whatever. It might change how you see your timeline.